Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Carry now. This is Alvin Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be caught at the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing is Allen on third. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. DJ Shark, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 7, Colts nothing. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Here's the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third, Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Allen off the play fake. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Steps away. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught inside the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Goal, Green Bay.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Packers 7, Colts nothing.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Number 17.
DJ Chark, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game.
Robbie Gould set to kick
So
off.
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
A gain of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 13, Colts 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 24, Allen. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Green Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. waiting from the gun. Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
A gain of 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 3 at the Colts' 42-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brought down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
4-yard pickup.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
On the coverage.
To throw again, Allen. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And here's Allen on third down. Flush to his right. Open man right side is Chark. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That third down conversion good for 23. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 26-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. Some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there.
Out of the gun, Watson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts,
Big loss.
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, Allen. Touchdown, Packers. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
goal set to kick off.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Watson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cam Akers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
He's got it, and it's now 23-14.
Makes the score Packers 23, Colts 14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Kamara trying to right side. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
41, Alvin Kamara.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Allen gonna throw. And this one is incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
Then will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On the ground, it's Akers. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
on 2nd and 7. Watson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. 3rd down here.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll move him back within 6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
They run it again with Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Kamara, the ball.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now it's Crowder. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second down and 8. On the give, this is Akers.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Watson. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Collins makes the tackle.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And a Packer.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 2. Going right back to Akers. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Watson. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cam Akers. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
At 23 all.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Julian Okwara in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And 15.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point.
Point after.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Packers 30, Colts 23. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 30 all. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right? Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, That's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Colts 37, Packers 30. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Colts, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black. This, I might go water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis splash you. I finally started to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot, time to try and go ahead and find it. Straight answer with media, keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, that's I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling wins, I never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling wins, I never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling wins, I never be the same.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said, what's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? This is second nature, all is automatic. Animal instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus will.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack,